$1 for every time somebody had an excuse of why they couldn't be more sustainable, baby, I'd be Elon Musk and Warren Buffett paid. See, sustainability is not necessarily about a destination. It is more so a journey. We live in a planet where it's far from perfect. We must adjust to these ever-growing changes. Some of those changes would have to be adjusting to the ever-growing businesses that inhabit the earth. We have to be more intentional of who we're giving business to. That's when the voice of the people come into play. We have to be vocal and let them know what we need more of in order to protect the well-being of Earth. Hello, my name is Jonna, and I make content on things that really matter and not a bunch of fluff bullshit. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and tap that little bell so that you're notified of all of my upcoming content. I think it's safe to say that the subject of sustainability is not talked about enough. The way people go so hard for designer this and designer that, and purchasing a lot of unnecessary things on online stores like Amazon is the same energy that people should carry when buying more intentional products. To be more specific, brands that practice sustainability at its core. In this video, I share with you all 10 brands that you should know about and should be giving more of your business to. Number 1, Organic Basics. This has to be one of my many favorite sustainable brands. I honestly couldn't see myself purchasing bras from anywhere else. My 2 personal favorites would have to be the Organic Cotton Triangle Bra and the Tinsel Light Bralette. Their transparency is undeniable. For example, with the Organic Cotton Triangle Bra, I love how they include its footprint, pretty much all of its impact along the supply chain, the raw materials being used, everything that you would consider a sustainable aspect is listed within each product that they have. Speaking on the subject of transparency, they have a section that is labeled quote unquote fuck ups, explaining their past mistakes that they have made and how they're willing to correct it in the future and even right now. This is one company that truly believes in activism, climate impact, how they are sustainably sourcing their raw materials for their products. They even go as far as only partnering up with factories that believe in the same ethical practices as they do. To see is to believe, so I invite you all to visit organicbasics.com. You will not be disappointed. Number 2, Bite. Can you imagine how many plastic toothpaste tubes are sitting in the landfill right now? I mean, when you really think about it, it is mind-boggling. Just sit back and think about that for a couple seconds. Crazy, right? With Bite, they address 2 problems that exist in the oral hygiene industry. The first one would have to be the toothpaste tubes, the fact that they are made out of plastic. And the second one would have to be the harmful chemicals that are in toothpaste itself. Them being the problem solvers that they are, they go ahead and use refillable glass jars. Then they take those harmful chemicals and they actually replace it with things like xylitol, erythritol, nanohydroxyapatite, or NHAP, which is a fluoride alternative. When Bite first initially started, they were using just NHAP only. But then as things progressed, I guess they found out that maybe some people still want fluoride in their toothpaste, so they made a fluoride version. I was actually one of those people that used to use Bite, and I love Bite. I have nothing against it. The only 2 things at the time were they didn't have a fluoride version at that moment, and the price. Me being a single mother, sitting here paying $32, $36 for a thing of toothpaste tabs and sharing it between me and my daughter, it just didn't work out. It was a little pricey. But other than that, no bad things to say about Bite. It's a great company. Bite isn't just limited to toothpaste tabs. They also sell deodorant, mouthwash bits, bamboo toothbrushes, whitening gels, everything you could possibly think of as far as personal hygiene, but in a sustainable form. Their refillable toothpaste tabs are sent in compostable pouches. The boxes that they send their products in are made from recycled, corrugated cardboard and sealed with paper tape. And last but not least, their envelopes are even compostable and made from post-consumer recycled newspapers. Number 3, Reformation. This one's for my Lux girlies who love to spend the coin for designer. Well, let's apply that same energy for a sustainable Lux brand. I never purchased any Reformation, but I can tell you that when I researched more sustainable brands, this one in particular caught my eye. Their pieces seem to be very classy, very timeless, and the one thing that I absolutely hate are trendy pieces because they don't last past one season. Those are meant to be reworn and mixed and matched with other pieces, really getting the most out of them. It's not sustainable to buy into trends, and it's also a waste of money. I'm a very fair person. I do believe in buying quality, and I do believe in maybe having to pay a little extra for quality clothing. But I also believe in re-wearing these pieces, hopefully for a lifetime. They really explain about their impact on things like soil, water, greenhouse gas emissions, how their materials are being sourced responsibly. They teach you how to care for your garments, and when you care for them, they last longer. And the longer that they last, the less clothes that you have to buy. Reformation really is the best of both worlds, saving the planet and looking damn good while doing so. Number 4, Dr. Bronner's. Dr. Bronner's was a brand that I actually used to use a lot, and I recently stopped using it because I discovered that I was getting like eczema breakouts. And anybody who knows, if you have eczema, things like Dr. Bronner's can be very drying for the skin. But if you don't have these type of problems, Dr. Bronner's really is a solid brand that you can really trust. Dr. Bronner's not only is just for your body hygiene, but it can be used for household chores, pest control, maybe a shampoo for your pets, fruit and veggie wash. The possibilities are really endless. One of the things that I used to love to do was relaxing in a nice bubble bath. I would love to read the bottle and really just see what kind of inspirational quotes it would have. Messages that not only inspired, but really connected all of humanity. Although they do use plastic, it is coming from 100% post-consumer recycled materials. The liquid form soaps are really concentrated that you don't even have to use that much. A little goes a long way. This brand really believes in treating their employees with such high regard, so much respect. They give them 100% free healthcare. 10% of their salary is paid annually into a retirement or profit sharing plan. They advocate for animal rights. They support the YMCA, the Boys and Girls Club. They go as far as supporting organizations that believe in psychedelic therapies and plant medicines and helping them to become available to those who really need it the most. Number 5, Cariuma. If I didn't have such wide feet, I swear I would get a pair of these babies. Not only are they a nice pair of looking sneaks, but those who wear them should feel great about wearing them. Everything that sustainability stands for is compiled into this one sneaker. They source their materials responsibly, and for every pair of shoes sold, they plant 2 trees. so far now, they have planted over 2 million trees. These sneakers are curated to be more fashion forward. They're very light, comfortable, made to have longevity. They're also made out of bamboo, cork, recycled materials, and other naturally occurring materials. Number 6, Klean Kanteen. As a person who absolutely hates consumerism, I have to say my love for tumblers, mugs, anything reusable that carries liquid is a little bit outrageous. Hey, as long as I'm reusing them and not consuming single-use plastic bottles. Now, Klean Kanteen has to be one of the few mugs that I do carry, and I can tell you, I love that mug. I make a beverage in the morning, and then hours later when I'm ready to drink, it's still hot, very comforting. I own this really beautiful marigold one. It's I believe a 20-ounce TK wide insulated coffee tumbler, and it has the cafe cap on top. Klean Kanteen reportedly was the very first BPA stainless steel bottle on the market in 2004. And now in 2023, they're still going strong. This is one family and employee-owned company that's both socially and environmentally driven. Every time you purchase from Klean Kanteen, 1% is donated towards organizations that work hard to make our planet a more resilient and sustainable place. Just imagine how many single-use plastics you could actually replace with one of these beautifully crafted Klean Kanteens. Number 7, Casetify. If you're going to be an intentional consumer, you can still have fun while doing it. You don't have to sacrifice one for the other. This pertains to companies like Casetify. I've bought a dinosaur and Little Miss Sunshine case, and they are so cute. The two most best parts about them is that they protect my iPhone, and they also are made from recycled materials. In fact, most of their products are made from recycled materials, and that has to be one of the few things that I look for before buying a product, how sustainable it really is. Casetify has reported their impact in 2022, and right now they are moving towards a zero waste and carbon neutral future for the planet. Number 8, zero waste store. When people choose to go zero waste, their intentions are pure, and all they're trying to do is reduce their footprint as much as possible. When visiting online stores like the zerowastestore.com, you can fulfill all of your needs. It pretty much is a one-stop shop for everything zero waste. From shampoo and conditioner bars, laundry detergent, pet needs, everything but without all of the unnecessary plastic packaging and harmful chemicals. They believe in carbon neutral shipping and donating 1% of their profits towards helping the planet. Number 9, Mejuri. When it comes to timeless and fine pieces of jewelry, Mejuri really flaunts their expertise within their craftsmanship. People oftentimes express themselves through things like jewelry. I want to look and feel good, but how about not feeling guilty about how our jewelry is sourced? Mejuri really makes sure that the production of their products does not conflict with things like health and safety, environmental protection, governance, fair labor, and human rights. Following the Kimberley process ensures that they don't use diamonds that cause conflict in high-risk countries. 80% of their gold comes from recycled sources, and while they're not at 100% traceability, their ultimate goal is to become just that. Number 10, Bombas. Bombas, in my opinion, have to be the comfiest socks my feet have ever been in. One of the few perks that I love about Bombas is that they will replace your socks if they get lost or damaged in any kind of way. For every piece of clothing that is purchased, an item is donated to those who need it the most. They're also a certified B Corporation and use sustainable materials in their clothing. While there are plenty of sustainable companies for you to explore, most of the ones that I talked about in this video were ones that I actually bought with my own money, no sponsoring, and absolutely loved. I challenge you, start swapping your everyday items that you use for more planet-friendly ones. You'll really feel like you're making a difference. And stop giving these brands your hard-earned money, especially when they're not making the initiative to look out for future generations. Stop buying unnecessary things that don't have a long shelf life. Start by becoming more intentional when purchasing items. So until then, bye-bye everyone.